we present the Grumbleweeds. Albert, Carl, Graham, Morris and Robin in The Price of Fame.
Hey! Listen to this.
What's that, Wilfred?
This in the paper. Listen. There's a man in Sheffield eating a steamroller.
How the heck do you eat a steamroller?
That's incredible.
There's no justice in life, is there?
What do you mean, Melanie?
There's a fella there can eat a steamroller, and I have trouble with a ginger biscuit.
It's taken him 35 years.
Yeah, that's just about how long it'd take me to eat a ginger biscuit.
What he's done is dismantle it, grind it up into a metal dust, and sprinkle a teaspoonful on his cornflakes every morning.
That's brilliant.
And now he's famous.
What's he going to eat next, I wonder?
Well, he wants to have a go at Nelson's column.
It's amazing what some people will do to get in the papers.
I once read about a man who spent 4 weeks buried inside a coffin.
What you might call a grave mistake.
You're right. It is amazing what some people will do to get in the papers.
Mind you, there are some nutters about. Take Harry Bradshaw.
Who the heck's Harry Bradshaw?
He used to be my bank manager. He sat up in a tree for 3 months.
Perhaps he wanted moving to another branch.
I think that's hilarious. A grave mistake. Brilliant.
I sometimes think I'd be better off living in a monkey house.
Is there anything else worth hearing about in paper, Wilfred?
Wilfred, Ratface is talking to you.
Oh, sorry. I was miles away. I was thinking.
What were you thinking, Wilfred?
I'm a failure. Wilf Grimshaw is a failure.
You're not a failure, Wilfred.
Oh, yes, I am, Melanie. I haven't done anything that's worth putting in the papers.
Of course you have.
I haven't.
You have? You nearly ate all your cornflakes this morning.
No, not that. I haven't made me mark like that fella who's eating the steamroller. Don't you understand? When it's my turn to go, nobody'll know I've been.
Where are you going, Wilfred?
I'm not going anywhere. What I mean is, when I'm not here anymore, people who didn't know who I was before I wasn't won't know who I am when I'm not. I mean, you see, lots of people, when they've gone, are known by other people because when they weren't gone, they were known by people because when they were here, you see, when you've gone, you're not here. And if people don't know you before you've gone, they won't remember you after you're not here because, well, basically, I think you know what I'm trying to say.
What are you trying to say, Wilfred?
I've forgotten what the question was.
You were saying, Wilfred, that you were a failure and he hadn't made your mark.
I think I know what Wilfred means, old gaffer, because I'm same. He wants to do something in his life that'll separate him from the rest.
Yeah, that's it. I want to go down in history because of what I've done. What's he going to say on my gravestone?
With a bit of luck, had his ear swapped over by me in about 10 minutes.
Now, don't be unkind, Uncle Nasty.
What is it you want to do, Wilfred?
Anything. Surely I can do something that'll get my name in the papers.
Throw yourself under a bus.
I can sympathise with you, Wilfred. I mean, I'm an old man now, and what have I done with my life? Nothing. Absolutely nothing. But I've never hurt anybody. I've always been kind to people and animals. I've mended hundreds of broken wings on little birdies I've found in garden. I've nursed back to health lots of poorly animals. Do you know, I once mended a little doggie's broken leg. I'll never forget the look of appreciation on his face when I took off the bandage. Money can't buy moments like that.
Oh, dear.
It brought tears to my eyes, it did.
Oh, dear.
I've lost count of the number of stray cats I've taken in. I've brought dozens of little kittens into the world. I've fed them. I've loved them. That's all I could give them. Love. I had no money. I've never hurt a living thing, I haven't. I can remember when I was a lad, being given a blind tortoise. I stuck a pair of my dad's old spectacles over the front of its shell and it was as right as rain.
Oh, you deserve a medal, you do. Somebody should tell somebody.
Aye, then there was that time I nursed a deaf hamster.
Oh, I think you're wonderful, Rafi.
So do I. There ought to be more people like you in this world.
Well, you are what you are. I can't help being an old softy. Do you know, only last year a little girl came to me sobbing her heart out. She brought a lovely pet rabbit, Fluffy. It was in a right state. So I said, leave it with me, darling, and she did.
Oh, lovely. And you kept it warm, did you? Gave it some nourishment and gradually brought it back to a complete recovery.
No, I wrung its neck and had it for my dinner.
For crying out loud, pack it in. Phew. I'm sick of hearing about blind tortoises and deaf hamsters. You'd be telling me next you had a goldfish with a limp.
Ah, yes, I did.
Well, just belt up, because you're getting right up my nose, you are, pal.
It's all my fault. I started it, wanting to be famous.
I used to dream of being famous when I was younger. I can remember wanting to discover buried treasure. I went to my back garden and I started digging. After going down a foot, I discovered a shilling. 5 minutes later, I discovered another shilling. Then I discovered another shilling. Then I discovered I'd got an hole in my pocket.
Oh, no, look out. Here comes Pinky and Perky.
Ignore him, Geoffrey.
I am ignoring him, Ernie.
Do.
I am. What am I?
Ignoring him.
Yeah. Here, shall we tell him the news?
Hey, what news is this?
Tell him, Ernest.
Oh, I can't, Geoffrey. I'm too excited.
Oh, go on, tell him.
No, I can't.
Go on, you can.
I can't.
You can.
I can't.
You can.
Go on then, all right. We're in the club.
What is it we're in?
The club.
And what flipping club's this?
The Pansies.
The what?
The Pansies.
Hey, I think I've heard of them.
Yes, so have I.
We've wanted to join the Pansies for years, haven't we, Ernie?
Oh, we have, Geoffrey. What is it we wanted to join for years?
The Pansies. Oh, it's great.
Yes, it's wonderful.
We meet twice a week in the Scout Hut.
I don't believe this garbage. What the heck are the pansies?
The Practical Art, Needlework and Sculpture Interest Society.
Otherwise known as the Pansies.
Yes.
Brilliant.
I'm doing needlework.
And I'm doing sculpture.
What do you know about sculpture?
Nothing. That's why I've joined the Pansies. We started last night. I'm doing Geoffrey's bust in bronze.
I haven't got a bust, Ernie.
Oh, you will have by Friday.
Could you make me a set of teeth in bronze?
I think it's fantastic. Could I be a pansy?
Anybody can be a pansy. It's £2 a week and bring your own thimble.
And what are you making, Geoffrey?
I'm trying my hand at tatting.
Yes.
What is it I'm trying my hand at?
Tatting.
Mrs. Rubbish was good with her hands.
She can't have been, otherwise she'd have throttled you with them.
No, she was wonderful. Do you know, when we went old-time dancing, we were the smartest couple on the floor. Stitching on sequins was her speciality. We had sequins on everything. There were 48,000 sequins on my underpants.
That must have been painful.
No, I wore them over my trousers.
Yeah, but all this isn't helping me become famous.
What's Wilfred on about?
He feels he's been a failure, Ernest. He wants to make his mark in life.
Oh, come with us and be a pansy.
Oh, yes, do, Wilfred. It'll bring out your artistic hidden talent. You could throw a pot.
You can't become famous for throwing a pot.
It all depends who you throw it at.
I don't see Wilfred as a famous sculptor.
Nor do I. I see him as a pioneer.
I see him as a prat.
If anybody's interested, your dinner's ready.
Oh, Oh, great. What is it, ma'am?
I haven't got a clue. It started out as a cottage pie.
What's happened if the council condemned it?
No, it's that butcher.
You haven't put him in the pie, have you?
Oh, I can't cope. Of course I haven't.
Not to worry, Freda. I suppose you've made us a nice pudding.
Adolf's waiting for the fire brigade now.
What on earth for?
To put it out.
Put it out? You mean it's on fire?
Of course it is. Oh, why won't they take me away?
What is it, Frida?
Rice pudding.
How the devil can you set fire to rice pudding?
Should have made it with petrol.
Oh, why do I do it? I can't cope. I just can't cope.
So you see, that's it in a nutshell, Fred. Wilfred's got this overwhelming desire to be famous.
Yeah, he wants to get his name in the papers and go down in history.
If he'd had his name in papers as many times as I have, he wouldn't want to know about it.
Hey, up, here we go again. Ooh, you are a liar, fibber. When did you last have your name in papers?
What are you talking about? I mean, every week. Take last Monday. I was in on every page except page 3. And that would only 'cause I refused to go topless.
Ah, you do right, Fred. There's too much of that sort of thing about.
The only way I'll get in the papers is when they go toothless.
I think they might just make it if they go brainless.
Not that I haven't got a good body. I mean, it's not in as good a shape as when I won Mr. Universe contest last year, but it's not that bad.
You never won any Mr. Universe contest.
Of course I did.
You're a 6-stone weakling.
That's 'cause I haven't got my muscles flexed. If I flexed my muscles now, pal, I'd fill this room. My shirt buttons would go like bullets. Why do you think they want me to play Rambo?
I've heard everything now.
Hey, did they really want you to play Rambo, Fred?
Of course they did. But I had to turn it down. I had a darts match on.
Hello, Wilfred. Now, lad, how are you doing with your efforts to become famous?
Well, I had to go today.
What's happened?
Well, I saw this suspicious-looking fella climbing up a ladder onto the church roof. I thought, hello, he's after the lad. So I took the ladder away and called for the police.
Well, John, Wilfred.
There were 2 hours coming. Oh, he was going mad up there, but I wouldn't let him have the ladder back.
Good lad.
What happened when the police came?
They weren't very happy.
Why not?
It was their fingerprint, man. Somebody pieced the lead yesterday.
You'll never get your name in the papers.
Of course I will.
You see, it's all about being in right place at right time. Like when I discovered where Titanic was.
Oh, come on, fibber, you fibber.
No, it's right. I was doing a bit of snorkeling in the Atlantic Ocean, and our Trevor wanted some shells. So I took a deep breath, and I went down about 2.5 miles, and before I knew where I was sitting in a deck chair on Titanic.
That's wonderful.
No, it wasn't. Canvas had rotted, and I went flat on my backside.
Did you get a souvenir, Fred?
Nah, I hadn't time. I was going to bring back one at Funnels, but I was due back at boarding house in Morecambe in half an hour.
Fancy you discovering where the Titanic is.
If I had time, I'd tell you how I found Tutankhamun's tomb, but my tea'll be ready.
I didn't know you'd been to Egypt, Fred.
Oh, aye. Our Enid's sister has a lovely guest house in Cairo. Nile View. Pyramid Drive. It's just off a promenade. Very, very nice it is. Very, very nice, tell your mother. 350 piastres a week and Yusuf Cruitt.
You must be able to think of a way I can get famous, Fred.
Why don't you do something scientific?
Drink a pint of sulphuric acid.
Have you been a bit of a scientist then, Fred?
You what? Bit of a scientist? You're joking. It were me who split the first atom.
Oh, go on, fibber. I can't take it anymore.
It's right.
How do you split atoms, Fred?
There's lots of ways of splitting atoms. You can stamp on them with your foot. Or you can put them in a vice and tighten them till they crack. But I usually do them with my teeth.
You know, with me trying then.
Mind you, gives you a right headache for about 3 days after. Anyhow, I'll have to be off home.
Thank goodness for that.
Irene's been making some loose covers for Prince Andrew and Fergie. And they're coming round for them tonight.
You don't have to rush, Fred. It's only 4:30.
Yeah, but I've got to build an helicopter pad in back garden so they can land. Ta-ra, lads.
Ta-ra, Fred.
Good
ta-ra.
riddance.
He's brilliant, is Fred Fibber.
He is. I wonder if Tutankhamun was buried with a spare set of teeth.
He's inspired me, as Fred. I'm going to do it, you know. I'm going to get my name in the papers. I'll do it tomorrow. Yep, that's it. By hook or by crook, tomorrow's going to go down in history as my lucky day. What's tomorrow's date?
Friday the 13th.
What time is it, Melanie?
3:10.
Oh, dear.
What time did he go out of the house this morning?
7:20.
Well, that's nearly 8 hours he's been out.
Oh, dear.
Do you know what he had in mind?
Well, he took Frida's washing line with him.
You were reading that book on the table last night.
Let's have a look. Great achievements in history. Hey, look, it's folded down at this page. Blondin, the man who walked across Niagara Falls on a tightrope.
Oh, dear.
Mum's washing line.
Oh, dear.
For crying out loud, stop saying, oh dear. You said nothing else for the last 2 hours. How the heck is he going to get from here to Niagara Falls?
Exactly. The buses are only every other day.
Any news? Is there any news?
Nothing.
Oh, what has he gone and done?
What has he gone and done?
That's what I say, Geoffrey. What has he gone and done?
He could be anywhere.
Oh, it could be,
He could be anywhere doing anything.
Anything he could.
He had that look in his eye this morning before he left, you know.
Oh, look in his eye, he did, Geoffrey.
That look.
That look.
We know that look, don't we, Ernie?
Oh, we certainly do, Geoffrey.
Determined.
That's the word, determined.
With a hint of mischief.
Yes. Oh, yes, we need no introduction to that look, do we, Geoffrey?
We don't, Ernest. We got it last night at the Pansies Club, didn't
And this club, we certainly did.
we? You know, that Adrian was dead jealous when he saw me embroidering my tray cloth.
He was, wasn't he?
When he saw me doing my crisscross stitch, he was livid.
Livid. He was livid. You're right. Mind you, I'll never forget the look on his face when he saw your French knots.
Anyway, we'll see you all later. I've got to go do a sit-in for Ernest for me bus.
Tra.
I'll go. I'm coming. I've only got one pair of feet, which is more than I have of teeth. Oh, heck, it's a copper.
Excuse me, does Mr. Wilf Gasmask Grimshaw reside in this establishment?
I don't think so. He lives here.
Splendid. My name is Chief Superintendent Sid Squeak, and this is my trustworthy assistant, Police Constable Stanley Bubble. That's correct. Yes. How do you do, you say, yes?
I think you'd better come in.
Oh, how civil of you.
Follow me. They're in here. There's 2 men from the police.
What have we done now?
Chief Superintendent Squeak and Constable Bubble.
I'm sorry to disturb you, but we are concerned over the whereabouts of a certain Mr. Wilf Grimshaw.
Aye. So we all had. We haven't seen him for 8 hours.
It's not like him to stay away from the bosom of his family for as long as this.
We're terrified something's happened to him.
I'm not.
Listen, do you want a pair of his socks?
Why the dickens should I want a pair of his socks?
Well, for tracker dogs to have a smell at. I've seen them on television. They get the smell of an article of clothing and then they're on their way.
To get a whiff of Grimshaw's socks, they'll be on the backs.
Excuse me, but smelling socks is completely out of the question. Isn't that right, Stanley? Oh, quite right, Sidney.
But, how do you suggest we find him?
No, you see, we don't have to find him.
At last, a man after my own heart.
Of course we have to find him. It's Wilfred, and we love him.
Speak for yourself.
Look, Superintendent Squeak, why don't we have to find him?
Because we know exactly where he is. Isn't that right, Stanley? Oh, quite right, Sidney.
Well, where is he? Come on, tell us, please tell us.
Well,
The aforementioned Mr. Grimshaw has for the past 7.5 hours been sitting on top of the town hall flagpole.
Exactly.
The prawn.
No, he wants to be famous.
Well, he's certainly famous now. There must have been dozens of newspaper photographers snapping his picture since, 7:30 this morning.
Good old Wilfred.
Aye, this picture will definitely be in papers now.
Trust him to sit on top of a flagpole. What a wally.
The sad thing is, certain charges will have to be pressed.
Charges?
What charges?
Disturbing the peace.
Wilfred disturbing the peace?
Oh, yes, for 6 hours he's been singing at the top of his voice, "I've got a lovely bunch of coconuts."
What a bonehead.
Oh, look, Superintendent Squeak, please don't be too hard on him. He's harmless. He only wants to be famous.
Rules are rules. Mr. Grimshaw will have to accept his punishment, isn't that right, Stanley?
Oh, quite right, Sidney.
Justice has to be seen to be done.
Brilliant.
Is there no way he can escape punishment?
Certainly not.
Superintendent Squeak is a very conscientious man, you see. It wouldn't make any difference if you offered him £5.
Right, how about 6?
Out of court. My official receipt is in the post. You can rescue Mr. Grimshaw at your convenience.
At our convenience? I thought you said he would up a flagpole.
Good morning, everybody.
Hello, Uncle Rubbish.
Has Wilfred got up yet?
You're joking. He's fast asleep in his rotten bedroom.
Ah, he loves his bed, does Wilfred.
Loves his bed. You better go and have a look at him. I think sitting on top of that flagpole has gone to his head.
How jabby do you mean?
Well, he's stuck a brush handle in a knothole in his floorboards and he's perched on top of it snoring his head off.
Well, anyway, main thing is, he's got his wish. He's made his mark.
Yes, it's a pity he couldn't have been on the television news, though.
It is. They were all there, you know. BBC, ITV, Channel 4.
They were. It's just a tragedy that freak storm in London blacked out all the transmitters.
You're right. But at least he'll be in papers.
They will. Oh, we will. There were dozens of reporters and photographers there, you know.
I've sent Melanie down to the corner shop to get as many newspapers as they've got.
Wonderful.
He's here.
Good morning, champ.
Hello.
What's up, Wilfred? You should be feeling like a little superstar.
Why are you walking funny, Wilfred?
It's that flagpole.
But you've made your mark, lad.
You're joking. It's the flagpole that's made its mark. And I can't tell you where.
Just think, all over the country, people will be reading about you.
Maybe all over the world.
Yes. It was a pity about all the television sets in Britain being blacked out.
Aye, but the silly newspapers, it'll be front page news, you know.
For crying out loud, stop walking about and sit down.
I don't think I'll ever be able to sit down again.
Hey, up here's Melanie with papers.
Come in, Melanie, love, any look?
Yeah, everybody's talking about it. It's even on the placards outside the shop. It says, fame for pole percher.
Hey, that's fantastic. I'm famous. I'm famous. Did you hear that, Uncle Nasty? I'm famous.
Say something, Uncle Nasty.
Drop dead.
Right, let's see these papers, Melanie.
Yeah, let's see 'em. Oh, I'm ever so excited.
Oh, calm down. Hey, look here. There's a front page photo in the Express. Oh, what a pity. It's a rear view of you, Wilfred.
Never mind, what does it say?
It says, for over 7 hours today, well-known local character Ralph Grimsdale sat on the town hall flagpole.
They've got my name wrong.
Oh, well, never mind. There's plenty more papers.
Yeah, here's another. Hey, look at this. Another front page picture.
Oh, yes. Oh, here's another taken from the back.
Let's read it. Oh, here we are. It says, for over 7 hours today, well-known local character Phil Milshaw sat on the town hall flagpole.
Phil Milshaw? They got my name wrong wrong again.
Here we are. Here's another. This is a good picture. It's another view from back.
Did it mention my name?
Yes, here we are. For over 7 hours today, well-known local character, Will Plimshaw. Oh, dear.
They've all got my name wrong.
Here's one.
Who am I in that?
Jill Crawshaw.
Here's another.
Let's see. Oh, no.
Who am I?
Wally Trubshaw.
Yeah, serves you right.
Hey, now then, here's the local paper. Now, they won't have got your name wrong.
Oh, no, because I'm well known round here.
It's on front page as well.
With a photograph. Oh, dear. They've cut your head off.
I don't believe it.
Just a minute, it says full story on page 6. Here we are. It's big headlines, Wilfred.
At last, I'm finished! I am finished!
Read it out, old gaffer.
Unknown man arrested by police.
You have been listening to The Price of Fame, starring the Grumbleweeds, Albert, Graham, Morris, Robin, and me, an unknown man. The Price of Fame was written and produced in Manchester by Mike Craig. He must be famous because I've just said his name. Why can't I be famous? I've always wanted to be famous, but I'll never be famous. I want to be famous. Why can't I be famous?
Down again at 10:30 on Friday evening here on Radio 2.
Hello, folks. Roy Hudd here. Listen, now's your chance to take part in a live broadcast. Well, as live as me and my oppos ever are. On Thursday, the 20th of November at the Paris studio, Lower Regent Street, Radio 2 will be broadcasting a live variety special as part of the BBC Children in Need appeal. You can be part of that audience and see a lineup of stars which include me, June Whitfield, Chris Emmett, and our special guests, Marty Webb, Ronnie Barker and Brian Wilde, recreating their porridge characters in a sketch specially written by Ian Lafrene and Dick Clement, Bernie Cribbins, Rory Bremner, and other surprise guests. The music will be provided by Pete Moss and his boys. Boys. The doors open at 9:30 p.m. No admittance after 9:45 p.m. And the broadcast begins at 10. Admission is free. And tickets are available from the radio ticket unit or at the door, subject to availability. Hope you can make it.
In an hour's time, Blair Armstrong introduces another selection of hymns, ancient and modern, sung by the members and friends of Mayfield Parish Church in Edinburgh. That's Sunday half hour at 8:30. A birthday celebration now as Cormac Rigby invites you to come to the ballet.